Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, to be frank, I'm glad I was introduced because looking at the program, where the only thing mentioned about myself is that I'm chairing this group of economists to address the socio-economic benefits, I thought for a minute that my ex-colleagues wanted to forget that I used to be Director General in this DG. So I'm glad that you mentioned it, and so I don't have to repeat it. Good. Now, this is a group on ERA's relevance for growth and innovation. This is a group to address the benefits stemming from ERA. I don't need to repeat, but I'll do it in an unambiguous way, that when we are referring to ERA, we are not referring to centralization of research in Europe, but we are referring to jointly programming, jointly doing, jointly funding, jointly conducting research policies. And at the end of the day, the real question is, why? Why do we need to go deeper? If I can talk about deepening an area, I don't think I can. But anyway, why do we need to complete ERA? What are the benefits that anyone expects to get out of ERA? Well, what is at stake here? If we start from the usual so-called subsidiarity test, what we need is to ensure that efficiency is maximized, and efficiency is maximized if research is being conducted as much as any other policy at the lowest, at the decentralized level, unless there are either scale economies or externalities that need to be internalized. So what we try to do here is to be sure that the efficiency gains stemming from ERA will be explored, analyzed, and ensure that they will convince everyone who needs to be convinced. More ERA means more competition, means more specialization, means removing barriers for the circulation and diffusion of knowledge, means less fragmentation of research, means reducing risk of excess duplication, means providing solutions for research infrastructure that cannot be provided at the national level, and means also providing a higher global visibility of what European research is all about. Our colleagues, our friends who are members of this panel will explore these issues, and I'm sure they will explore them without ignoring and without underestimating that there are a number of counter-arguments or a number of worries, if you wish, that a number of tensions that may potentially exist between more ERA and maybe more ERA may lead to too much concentration, may lead to creating some barriers to entry. More ERA may lead, or is that happening? Will that happen? To lack of diversity. And there is the big question that we should not ignore and we must not ignore, the potential tension between ERA and its distributional impact, the territorial distribution, cohesion. I'm among those who do not think that there is a contradiction between driving for excellence in science and research in Europe and, on the other hand, cohesion. But this may very well mean that some special measures have to be taken for less developed regions and countries to find their ways in the whole era, but it should not mean that we must limit our drive for excellence in order to ensure an equal distribution of its benefits. So we have in the panel people who, as I said, will try to analyze, specify, substantiate as much as possible, and convince on the arguments for European research area. And the first, to whom I would give the floor now, is Professor Andrea Bonacorsi from the University of Pisa. Andrea Bonacorsi is one of the co-rapporteurs of our group to assess the benefits of ERA. The other co-rapporteur is Professor Kalogiru. And please, Andrea, convince all of us how important ERA is for the future of Europe.